Hey everybody, I hope you were able to find some technical text in your house yesterday, and if you weren't, that's okay. We're going to keep learning about it, and we're just going to quickly review what we learned yesterday. Technical text is informational and it's used to complete a task or to teach you a new skill. It's a set of directions or possibly a recipe, and they're written in steps or procedures in sequential order. That just means the sequence. So here's an example: how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Those steps are in order, they've got pictures and a caption to go with each picture. Typically, in technical text, too, you're going to find that your directions are really straightforward and to the point. They want you to know exactly what to do so that whatever skill you're learning turns out correctly. So they're not going to add a bunch of extra detail that's not important. The time for extra elaborate detail, like we learned in figurative language, does not have a place in technical text. We want it straightforward and to the point. Up here, it also says that we're going to ask, what are the directions telling me to do? And why are they telling me to do that? And we're going to explore that a little bit today. So I'm going to come to a piece of technical text here called potato head planter. I know it looks a little silly here in the picture. That's where my eyes are drawn first. I always like to look at the picture first. I'm going to scroll down and see. This looks like maybe the finished product, and then we've got pieces at a time that are being built. If you can see here, there's a little introduction, and I'm going to read that with you. It says, are you looking for a humorous, means funny, and amusing craft that will give you the opportunity to observe how plants grow? Check out this potato head planter. Not only will it help you learn about plants, but it will also entertain you and your guests with its hilarious face. The first thing they list are our materials. We always want to look at these first. If we don't have the materials, we're not going to be able to make the item or learn the skill. So we need a large potato, potting soil, 2 googly eyes, which are just the little eyes right here, marker, glue, grass seed, and a spoon. And then before I would try to make this, I would want to read all of the directions, because you never know if something needs to sit overnight or have an adult help you with something. So number 1 says to first cut off the bottom and the top of the potato so that both ends form flat sides sufficient for balancing the potato while standing upright. The potato needs to be able to stand upright by itself. So a little trick you can use is if your text doesn't have a picture, like for example, this one has a little picture of the potato to the right. I always try to bounce my eyes back and forth between the step and the picture so that I can kind of picture what's going on in my head. It helps me understand it a little bit better. So I see cut off the bottom and top. I see that they've done that. I know a potato has rounded ends, so they've made them flat so it can stand up. Next, use a spoon to scoop out the insides of the potato to make the potato hollow, leaving some of the insides for support. Be sure not to scoop all the way to the bottom of your potato, because this will act as your pot for the soil, and you don't want a floppy pot. Oops, excuse me. Back to step 3. Glue the googly eyes to the front of the potato and use the marker to draw a nose and a mouth. Be creative. There's no limit to how silly your googly-eyed potato goofball can be. Goofball potato. Then fill the inside of the potato with potting soil, leaving some space at the top. Plant the grass seed under the top of the soil, but not too deep. Water the seeds until the soil is damp, but be sure not to water it too much. And place the potato near a window that receives ample sunlight. That means quite a bit. Be sure you check the soil daily and water it as needed. After about a week, the seeds should start to sprout and you will see grass. After a few weeks, your potato should have a full head of hair. Wonder what the hair, I think it might be the grass. You can even style your potato's hair with a bow or give it a haircut. So that is all about how to make a potato head planter. It follows exactly what we said. It's nonfiction. It's teaching us a skill. It's first got our materials, and then our directions are in order. So if you come to this last piece right here, these are the questions. Now you have a couple options. Number 1, excuse me, it keeps jumping. You can go to your Google Classroom and answer the questions right in here. Just by double clicking on the box will bring up a space for you to do that. Or if you'd prefer, I have a link in your lesson plan for you to print these, and then you can write right on them. So either one is your choice, and when you're done, play the next video and I'll go over the answers with you.